and I never know how to start these. Okay, so last time I've talked about working out, what is the best plan I would suggest for you. And I've gave you all the information that you technically needed for that. Technically. Because I've left out some things. And some of the things are in again, you have a link in description where you can find a complex course on investing in this workout course and a few other things. And there are even 2 codes that you can use. One for the first 10 people who sign up to have free access to this for the rest of their life, which I think is fucking awesome. And then there's a second code where it's 50% off for the rest of your life for the first 1,000 people who use it. So, what I didn't mention in the last video was that except for working out, which is obvious that you need to do, I did not mention that you also should, or you work out and you want to minimize the chances of injuries. And for you to minimize the chances of you being injured, you need to do one simple thing, and that is to stretch. You can stretch either before working out or after working out, depends on you. But if you stretch before working out, your workouts are, you're gonna do less repetitions because your muscles are gonna be freer, not that solid. If you do after the workout, then your muscles are gonna hurt less afterwards. So I would suggest that you do it after the workout. But again, hey, you can do it even before if you want to. That depends on you, but it's important. And you should technically stretch every part of your body 1 minute or 5 minutes a week, every part of your body, which would mean like 45 seconds a day, which doesn't sound like a lot, but you have to think about it. You have to stretch your whole body, so every arm, both legs, stomach, back, there's a lot of things that you should stretch. And it's gonna take you quite a while, like half an hour, even more maybe, a day to stretch yourself. And it's annoying to do it. So I sometimes leave it out, but then your body, if it's not that used to working out, which in the beginning it's not gonna be used to working out, at that point it's really important to stretch. But afterwards your body is gonna be used to it and it's not gonna feel that bad without stretching. But still, you should stretch. It's the better thing to do. It helps you prevent injuries, so that's why you should do it. And it keeps your mobility most of the time. That's one of the things. I didn't say that together with the working out that you should do. The second one is going on a diet. And the diet will depend based on what's your goal. If you are a fat person, you want to go into calorie deficit, which means that you're going to be spending more calories a day than you are gonna be getting in. So let's say you normally eat 3,000 calories a day. I'm not sure exactly what a normal person eats a day for your body to work. So if you eat normally 3,000 calories a day, and then when you start working out, you're gonna be burning like 2,500 calories, something like that. I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, I haven't done exact science, okay? But if you normally eat 3,000 calories, you would want to go to like 2,500 calories or 2,000 calories a day, so that you start losing more fat and still building muscle. So except for, not only are you gonna go into calorie deficit, you wanna go on a high protein diet. So you get as much protein into yourself as possible, so that the muscles have something to build from. If you are on the other side, skinny guy, and wanna build muscle, then you don't wanna go into calorie deficit. No, you wanna eat more calories than you burn. But at that point, you have to make sure that the calories that you eat are not gonna be sugars and fats that are just gonna build up and make you fat. No, you wanna eat clean. So you wanna eat things, again, high protein and as much calories as possible, so that the body mass keeps building on and it's easier for you to build up muscle. That's where there are two sides, okay? Fat people have it easier to build muscle, but they need to lose the fat to show the muscle. Skinny people can easily show the muscles they've built, but it's harder for them to gain the muscles, build it, like be bigger. That's hard for them. If you would ask, I'm on the skinny side and I'm not probably eating enough. I probably don't overeat as I should, or I'm not getting as many calories as I should for my muscles to grow quicker. But it's a thing that's normal in the in this community. You should know that the more you wanna gain, then you should change your diet based on your body type. There are more things I wanted to say. I'm not sure. Of course, except for if you want to lose fat, you don't want to only work out, you want to do more cardio. And in cardio, I don't mean you just go running, jump roping, or anything. You can just walk. Just a walk is more than enough to get in some cardio. Of course, running, cycling, skipping rope is better. But just a simple walk can help and do what you want to achieve. Burn more calories. Again, I'm not saying, and right now it might sound like, okay, so fat people are gonna eat less and do more cardio, and the skinny people are just gonna eat more. No, skinny people should also do the cardio. Always do cardio. Cardio is so important for you that you should never skip it. I myself hate running, but still I push myself to go running because I hate myself. No, I'm kidding. Don't hate yourself. I do it because it's good for me and I need to have better stamina and physical fitness, which I don't have. So that's why I'm doing something I hate. And I still think there was something. Okay, I've remembered, and because we're doing the bodyweight exercises right now, okay, we want our diet to be okay, but you're not gonna get everything from the diet, okay? You might want to add in some protein in the form of protein powders and some supplements like vitamins and collagen. Collagen is a good thing to get because when you're doing bodyweight workouts, it's mostly strenuous on your joints, and your joints are quite prone to injuries, and the collagen helps strengthen the joints. So if you are starting exercising, you can just eat more protein in the form of more meat or eggs or something like that. But you should spend the little bit of money on some vitamin. You can use some complex vitamin pills. What I mean by complex vitamin pills. I'm using these. It's from a firm Bulk, and it's a complete multivitamin complex uses that there are almost every vitamin that I need, except for omega-3, which I'm taking separately. And also, a lot of the times it happens that when you work out, you can get, oh shit, what it's called? You can get cramps. Motherfucker, I couldn't remember cramps. You can get cramps, and for that there's magnesium. Magnesium is already, if you would use the same thing as I do, in that complete multivitamin complex, or whatever it's called, there is already magnesium in there, but there's a small amount of it. So I'm supplementing more magnesium together with zinc and the vitamin B6 in this form. Okay, again from Bulk, and I'm taking them so that I don't have cramps, because sometimes I've experienced cramps while working out, which is annoying, to say the least. Especially when you're holding like a plank and you get a cramp in your foot. Like, I mean exactly in your foot, not in your leg, but in your foot. That's in the arch. That's uncomfortable. So I would suggest you take magnesium also. And then I have this. This is a collagen and vitamin C powder. Again from the firm Bulk. And they have different flavors, and I'm not sponsored by them, okay? That's just what I use, so I'm showing you what it looks like. And you don't have to search for the collagen to be in the powder form. You can find even capsules, which are easier technically to get in your body than the powder. The powder, you have to shake it and do things like that. So those are the 3 essential things I would suggest you take, together with the protein. Protein powders you can find everywhere, and then it depends on you if you want to go for plant-based protein, which is mostly gonna contain soy, which is bad for you, so I would suggest that you don't go for that and you go for the beef isolate proteins, which are a little bit better. They might taste worse, I'm not sure. Depends on what flavor you get. And I'm using protein that tastes horrible, okay? I'm again using beef isoprop, or whatever it's called, the beef type of protein, and it's again from the firm Bulk, and I'm using unflavored one, and it's disgusting, but you get used to it. But I would suggest that you take something that's gonna taste better for you, so it makes easier for you to use the protein. And those are the essential things you would need together with working out to push yourself beyond the boundaries of what you have been able to do. Yeah, that's probably all the things I wanted to say. And it looks like the microphone this microphone was this time working correctly, hopefully. I'm not sure. Like, I was editing the last video and holy shit, the spikes were awful. I couldn't listen to it. I was scared that it's gonna destroy my speaker. It was so uncomfortable. And of course, for the working out, you need the discipline, as I've said already before. Without discipline, you're not gonna make the progress. And the discipline is especially needed for if you are on the diet, to make sure you complete the diet as you set out to complete it. So take these advices to your heart and remember, hard work pays off.